Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today for another video, another pick a card reading. For those of you guys who are new, welcome in. My name is Melissa. For those of you guys who are coming back, thank you so much for being back. Thank you for being subscribed to my channel. If you guys are one of my subscribers, I really appreciate all the support that you've been giving me so far on my videos. It really means a lot. So I'm really excited for today's video, you guys. I came up with this idea a few weeks ago, and this video that we're going to be digging into today is intended to help you figure out what your dream or ideal career path or job would be for you based off of just who you are as a person, and what your strengths are and things like that. So this reading is kind of intended to be more of like a self-exploration reading, a self-discovery reading, if you will. Just something where we can kind of dig in and see if money wasn't an issue, what should you guys be doing? Like, what is your calling when it comes to career and your work life, okay? Keep in mind, you guys, that with this reading, I'm not necessarily going to be able to pinpoint like specific jobs. So I'm not going to be able to say like, for sure, oh, you should be a doctor or you should be a judge or whatever the case is, right? Like, this is going to kind of provide you with some really detailed, just like qualities and characteristics of the types of positions or the types of career fields that would be the best fit for you. So it's more of like descriptive versus like super specific pinpointed jobs, okay? These readings are also general in nature too, you guys, so keep that in mind that there may be some messages here that resonate with you while others may not. So just take what resonates with you and leave behind anything that doesn't. If you do want to book a personal so you can get a more in-depth peek into your specific energy, details on how you can do that are linked in the description box down below. This reading as well, you guys, is not intended to be like your destiny. So just know that whatever this says, you know you've got free will. You guys can do whatever you want to do. You're not tied to this reading. This is just what it's picking up on based off of the current energy that you are on, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and calm it down and get into our card selection. So starting from the left here, we have pile 1, which is some Bumblebee Jasper, pile 2, which is some Amethyst, pile 3, which is some Moss Agate, and pile 4, which is some Aqua Obsidian. So let's go ahead, take a deep breath. Think about your career. Think about what is the best job for you. And whenever you're feeling ready, go ahead and select the crystal or the card that you're feeling the most intuitively called to. Timestamps will be linked below so that you can fast forward to your reading. Hey there, group number 1. So if you guys chose the Bumblebee Jasper, let's dive in and see what type of career or work is the best suited for you. So let's start off with your tarot cards here, pile 1. So we have the 5 of Wands. Ooh, and we have the Devil. Okay. So right off the bat, you guys, I'm definitely getting the sense that when it comes to a work environment or a type of job, you guys would do well to be working around a bunch of people. There's a lot of people that I'm seeing here in these 2 cards. And specifically, I feel like maybe you guys have this tendency or this like addiction, so quote unquote, with that devil energy to like maybe thrive on maybe chaotic environments or competitive environments are really coming through. Because 5 of Wands is very much about like competition. And it is like, with competition, it is like, sometimes it can be kind of a chaotic energy where you're like combative with one another, or, you know, you're having to stir the pot to get somewhere or whatever the case is. We're going to get more evidence here with these cards, but definitely a competitive environment seems like something that you guys feel really addicted to with the devil energy. 'Cause devil talks about things that we're addicted to. Devil talks about things that, you know, like they are kind of what we really like to indulge in, even though it may not be the best for us, quote unquote. Like this feels like something that you guys really actually thrive in when it comes to a work environment. With this devil energy as well, you guys, I'm also getting a vibe that you guys like to maybe feel like comfortable, if that makes sense. Like maybe you guys get dazzled, or you like to be in jobs or roles where like you feel like there's a lot of something that looks really pretty being offered. You know what I mean? So like maybe you guys thrive off of the idea of getting like an award, or you thrive off the idea of getting like a lot of money, or you thrive off the idea of having some sort of like recognition. But in order for you to actually get it, it requires you to go through a lot of this competitive type of energy. That's just initially what I'm picking up. Let's see what else comes through. So we have the athlete, interesting. And with the child, divine. Okay, cool. So yeah, I think with that athlete energy, I feel like, oh goodness, sorry you guys. I definitely feel like some of you guys with this athlete energy, you may really thrive in sports type of settings. With the athlete, like with that 5 of Wands, I was definitely kind of picking up on like a kind of athletic, I don't know, just like an active type of job. So I definitely think that whatever you guys are doing, you do need to feel like you are in a place where you can be moving around a lot, where you can be using your physical body and your physical strength to be able to, you know, get through the day and feel happy. It's kind of interesting too. You guys picked the Bumblebee Jasper, which is yellow, and this is tied to the solar plexus. And the solar plexus is all about like being confident in yourself and kind of exerting yourself. Like a solar plexus driven person would probably thrive in an environment like this. They would be able to handle that competitive energy quite well. So yeah, and I also think of like with an athlete, I definitely think of a solar plexus person, like someone that is really just driven and just goes and does what they need to do. So there's definitely this element of athleticism coming through. So maybe some sort of a sports environment would be great for you guys. I'm thinking of like a gym environment or just any type of career where you can be using your physical body to achieve whatever you need to achieve. We also have the child divine. So this talks about, what I'm actually kind of picking up on from this, you guys, is how it's tying in with this devil card, because the devil sometimes can be about being in a job where like it's comfortable for us. Like it's the devil we know versus the devil we don't know. You know, it's like comfortable chaos, if that makes sense. So I kind of feel like maybe you guys like to be in places where you feel that you can be just taken care of, even if it might not be the best place for you. I mean, this is talking about the type of ideal role that's right for you. So I don't know that this is like a bad or good thing necessarily. It's just like what's right for you, I guess, is what we're seeing. But I'm also kind of getting a vibe that maybe you guys need to be in a career environment where you can just kind of be a kid. You know what I mean? It's not like a super serious type of workplace. It's not like a place that has a lot of strict rules and regulations and stuff like that. Like you guys have to be able to feel like you can kind of just do whatever you want to do, kind of have that freedom and flexibility. Health. That's insane, you guys. So definitely like health and fitness is like coming through super strong here. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix the camera. Let's see the other card. Ooh, glamour. That's so funny. Okay, let me just kind of put these down here. So you guys, that's really interesting. So with health, I think that ties really well into this like athletic 5 of Wands type of vibe that we're picking up on here. Like, I definitely think that for a lot of you guys that picked pile 1, some sort of like sports, personal training, health and fitness, active type of role is really ideal for you guys. And with the glamour energy, I think that would make a lot of sense with that. Like, I don't know if is someone from my gym watching this? I feel like this is like almost like bodybuilding type of energy because of like the competition and the athleticism and then like the glamour, like the flashy aspect of, you know, getting the attention, which would make sense with the devil. But I definitely think that's something to do with like the glitz and the glamour, like whatever you guys are doing, there's definitely a physicality and appearances aspect of it that's really important for you guys. So we have Virgo, which is really interesting. And we have Mercury. So Mercury really talks about like, when I think of Mercury, I think of communication, and I also think of really fast-moving, fast-paced environment as well. So I definitely think whatever you guys are doing, again, like with that 5 of Wands, like being able to interact with people and be around people and kind of have changeable, mutable energy, meaning like that you may be getting something a little bit different every day. It's not like you're tied to something that is super like rigid in the rules. And then with that Virgo energy, this really speaks about health as well. Whenever I think of Virgo, I think about health, I think of fitness, I think about, routines a little bit. So I don't know why it feels so specific, you guys. So I'm sorry if this isn't super resonating with a lot of you. It feels like this, whoever's watching this, you need to be doing like bodybuilding competitions or something. Like that's your ideal. This is like the dream job for you, the best job for you. But either way, there may be a few messages, even if that specific one doesn't resonate for you guys. I definitely am feeling like something in the field of health and fitness and like physical appearances and beauty even would be really, really good for you guys. We also have the Moth Spirit. This says surrender now. And we have the Chameleon Spirit, act as if. So chameleon again is really making me think of that Mercury, like that very changeable, kind of like being able to almost like reinvent yourself or be able to do something different every single day. And I think just being able to change it up, like depending on where you are, is kind of important for you guys. And with the Moth Spirit, I'm almost getting a vibe of like the moth to the flame, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like whatever you guys are supposed to be doing, I would think of like whatever feels the most like glamorous to you, whatever attracts you the most, whatever kind of fuels like your, I guess like addictions, if that makes sense, with the devil. Whatever you're obsessed with, if that makes sense, like a hobby or something like that. It's like you're a moth to a flame to this. So it's like whatever you guys are thinking about is like that you're the most drawn to is probably what you should be doing. So overwhelmingly health and fitnessy type of vibes, pile one. So I'm really curious to kind of hear what aspects of this reading resonated for you. Definitely very competitive energy for sure for you guys. So drop me a comment below and let me know. And thank you guys for watching this. I hope it was helpful. I'll talk to you soon. Whoop, bye. Hey pile twos, if you guys chose the little amethyst cluster, let's dig in and see what type of career might be the best for you guys. So starting off with your tarot messages, we have the 10 of Swords, but this one in this deck, it says everything is fine. And then we also have the 6 of Swords. So Swords energy, right off the bat, you guys, I do feel like a key part of whatever you guys are doing would be based in communication, because the Swords are all about communicating, and it's also about like our thoughts. So intuitively, the way that I'm reading these two cards together, it almost feels like for you guys need to be doing something where you're able to help people that are in need, because we have this person here who's in this 10 of Swords vibe, who's almost like hitting rock bottom. They've been stabbed in the back, betrayed. They're kind of at a low point in life. And the 6 of Swords really talks about taking your loved ones and the people you care for and kind of helping them move on to calmer places, mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever. But I'm definitely feeling mentally is important. So maybe for some of you guys, this is like working as a therapist, a spiritual advisor, just something where you're able to help people out who are in need. Some of this could be online as well, because I'm being drawn to how she's holding the phone. Let's see what else comes through. So from the Archetype cards, we have the energy of Messiah, and then we have the energy of Martyr, which is very cool. So with the energy of Messiah, we have serving humanity with humility, and that's kind of what I was picking up on. Like, I'm definitely getting a humanitarian kind of vibe to this. It's like, I feel like you guys would be really good at jobs where you can kind of help people out, almost like the people that most would walk by and ignore. You know what I mean? And with that Martyr energy, I feel like you guys, whatever your role is that you end up in, whatever career path you're on, whatever job you're in, it does have to feel like it is something that serves a much higher purpose, like something that you believe in so strongly that you would be able to like lay yourself down, or like, I don't want to say lay your life on the line because that feels very extreme, but that is kind of what a martyr is, where it's like you're putting your needs totally to the side to be of service to whatever this job is. And I think that that makes a lot of sense because you have a lot of this humanitarian energy and this wanting to help people energy. So yeah, I think that fits in really well. We have the energy of wisdom. On a Wednesday with a waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. So definitely, I think you guys have, a lot of experience in life, and you have a lot of gifts to share with other people. And so with this wisdom energy, I'm getting a vibe here, again, with the swords, that like you guys would be able to help people, maybe mentor people, help them to see the bigger picture in things, and really being able to share out the knowledge that you have. Maybe even teaching could be something for you guys. And as I say that, we have knowledge, which is awesome. So yeah, this says, let me connect above and below, let the knowledge of ancestors flow. So again, I think this speaks to you guys just having a lot of really great experience in life. And so you guys want to be able to be in jobs where you can be able to share that knowledge out with the world. I'm really being drawn to how it's saying, let the knowledge of ancestors flow. So it's like being able to spread the word of the things that you've learned in your life to others, to be able to help them and benefit them to move forward, I think is key here. So we have the energy of the sun. Okay. Ooh, and then we have the energy of Taurus. Interesting, pile 2. So when I think of the sun, I think of the light. I'm being drawn to how this beautiful bright light is above the head here. So I definitely think that part of your kind of soul mission when it pertains to job and career has to do with being a source of light and being a source of inspiration to other people. Helping people to kind of expose like what it is that's beneath the surface, helping them to dig a little bit deeper, helping others dig deeper and see things from a higher perspective is really a strong message that's coming through. With the sign of Taurus here as well, like to me, Taurus is also about like practicality. It is about like having a plan and knowing how you're going to use your resources. Like Taurus is also about resources. So it's like, what resources can I provide, or what resources do people need, or does like, whatever client I'm helping need, to be able to make practical steps forward. So there's definitely an energy here of you guys helping people with resources, which would really make sense when it comes to some of the Messiah, the martyr, the humanitarian aspects of what we're getting here. And Taurus also has to do with money, so I'm definitely getting a vibe, not that I'm getting that you guys like want money, or that part of this is like you're hungry for money, but I think that you guys would definitely need a job or a career path where you could feel stable and successful as well, while you're helping other people through service. That's just like for some of you guys, but overwhelmingly, I feel like this Taurus energy is just about that practicality, coming up with a plan and figuring out how to best allocate resources to whatever it is that you guys are doing for work, okay? So we have the ant spirit, which talks about collaboration, and then we have the peacock spirit, let it shine. Kind of like with the sun energy, So there could be an aspect of this, you guys, where you would thrive in an environment where you could be in the spotlight a little bit too, with the sun and the peacock spirit coming through, because the peacock is an animal that flashes its beauty to get attention, to attract something in, right? I also think of that with Taurus a little bit too, as being like sometimes a little bit flashy. That could just be personal experience coming through with certain Taurus I know in my life. But yeah, I think that there is an element here of you guys maybe being in the spotlight. And if it's not necessarily you being in the spotlight, it's about like putting the cause in the spotlight, or putting your people that you're assisting more in the spotlight, and letting the beautiful work that you're doing really show and advocate for, and almost like letting it speak for itself, if that makes sense, because it's just so well planned and it's so great. With the ant spirit, this tells me that you guys would do well in working with others too. So whether this has to do with you guys helping specific people in need, or if this is about you guys working in collaborative effort with other people who are like-minded, who also believe in a cause, or helping others, there is this energy of like building together. with other people as well. So you guys would do well with colleagues and coworkers, peers, but also think this is going to just have to do with you guys, collaborating with the people you're trying to help and assist to get to a better space. So definitely very humanitarian energy, you guys. I definitely feel like a lot of you guys are light workers, or maybe social work would be really good for you, or teaching even, something along those lines. And I would love to hear which aspects of this resonated with you specifically. So drop me a comment below and let me know. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Hey there, pile 3. So if you guys chose the moss agate point, let's dig in and see what type of career or job would be the best suited for you. So starting off with your tarot messages, we have the message of the 3 of Pentacles here. And then we have the message of the Knight of Swords. Okay, so 3 of Pentacles really talks about you guys doing well in groups. So I definitely think that I'm almost getting an impression that you guys would be really good at leading a group of some sort, because we have the Knight of Swords here kind of like rushing in. So I definitely feel like building something from the ground up, being in a collaborative effort, working with other people is the type of job that would be really great for you guys. And also creative endeavors. Creativity is coming through here really strong, because you can see that they're like, they're doing like this artwork of this model that's here, and they're working together as a collaborative effort to like, model and then paint and then give feedback and support. Right, so it definitely feels that you guys would thrive in environments where you can share in creative interest or share in efforts with other people. And the Knight of Swords is making me feel, again, like leadership is important, but I also think of the Knight of Swords as someone that's like rushing in to almost like save the day or like rescue something. So I almost feel like this could be an energy of like rallying the troops to kind of go in and help solve a problem or tackle an issue that's really important. Definitely like fast-paced energy involved here for sure. Air sign energy coming through strong. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for sure. So that could apply, but fast-paced movement, rushing in. Knights are also about like debating too, or like the Knight of Swords specifically. I think of debating, conversation, kind of getting to the crux of a matter quick. You know what I mean? So however that resonates with you, I think like communicating and collaborating are 2 things coming through strong here. So let's look at your archetype cards next. So we have the Knight. That's funny. 2 Knights. And then we have the Mother. Wow, lots of interesting energy here for you, pile 3. So you have another Knight. So this speaks of loyalty, romance, and chivalry, a love of honor. So definitely I'm kind of getting this knight in shining armor type of vibe going on here, like where I think you guys would thrive, where you can be a leader and really feel as though you're the one coming in to like save the day, or you're the one coming in to like help solve a problem or an issue, tackle an issue. With that Mother energy, this is very nurturing as well. So I think that you guys are probably somebody who has a very empathetic, loving energy that you want to really make sure that you're taking care of people that need it, or nurturing like creative ideas and passions. But I'm almost getting a little bit of like an advocacy type of vibe from you guys, like caring deeply about an issue or caring deeply about fixing something and working together with a group of people or rallying people together to find creative solutions to solve. And with that, we have Justice. I didn't want to say this, but I felt like social justice warrior kind of vibes. And then we have True Love Come to Me as well. So whatever you guys are doing, it definitely has to be a job where you feel connected at the heart space to it. Like it has to feel like something that really tugs at your heartstrings, that allows you to really exercise your caring and nurturing, loving, motherly energy. It can't be something that doesn't feel like it's in alignment with your emotions and your heart. So I think that that is going to be something really important for you guys, is like whenever you're exploring new career opportunities or jobs, if it doesn't feel like it's in alignment with your heart, you're probably not going to love it as much as you would if it was. Justice tells me that you guys really care about things being fair. You care about things being just. Maybe the law is something that is of significance here for some of you guys, like lawyers, judges, things like that. But definitely something around fairness here. And like I was saying, I was getting those like kind of SJW vibes. It's not a bad thing. I know there's good and bad connotations with that sometimes, but this really just feels like you guys would thrive in an environment where you're doing, like you're advocating or helping or working on a cause with other people that you love. And justice is just making me think of like fairness or causes that need justice and things like that. But what this can also speak to you guys is just making sure that you're working in a space where things feel fair and balanced, especially when you're working with other people. It's like you guys are good at working with other people, and it also has to feel like it's fair and balanced. Do you get what I'm saying? Ooh, so we have Aquarius. And then we have fire. So Aquarius, you guys, this is very like revolutionary energy. This is like, when I think of Aquarian and energy, this really ties in with that Knight of Swords and what I was saying about like advocacy work or the SJW thing even. Because Aquarian energy is about like, it's about the people, it's about the collective, it's about what's doing right for humanity, or like what's the right choices to make for humanity and for people, everybody, the collective, right? It's rebellious energy, it's revolutionary energy. And so I think that you guys would really thrive in a role that would kind of satisfy that need. And I could see how that would really tug at your heartstrings as well in a really positive way. You know, Aquarian energy, just like that Knight of Swords, it's also just very fast paced. So I think that you guys would probably feel like really at home. And you also have fire energy here too, which also makes me think of fast pace, things heating up. So I think in environments where you can always be moving around, maybe even travel would be something as well with the Knight of Swords, like where you can always be moving around and kind of like not sitting doing the same exact thing every single day. Do you get what I mean? It has to feel like there's variance to it. With this fire energy too, I feel like there's something here around passion. You know, when I think of fire, I think of passion, I think of creativity, and we had messages of creativity here in the Three of Pentacles as well. So I think you guys would do really, really well in any sort of field or any sort of, you know, path that really ignites your passions and helps you to be able to be creative as well. So we have the Bee Spirit, sweet results await. Ooh, and then we have the White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic. So with the Bee Spirit, this tells me that you guys, again, like you work well in collaboration with others, because I think of bees as like they are collaborating together to make the sweet result, which is the honey, right? So collaboration and hard work, I think probably jobs where you guys can feel like maybe you're working with your hands, or you're working again to create something that's really special, or creating something for humanity or for the greater cause, building something. Do you know what I mean? Like that would support and house people, right? Doing the right thing. And then with the White Raven, this is a very mystical kind of spiritual card. In fact, I want to read it to you because I feel like there's a message for this card that I want to read that I think would fit really well with your reading. Align with the highest good and intentions, and you will come to see that White Raven is guiding you, an ally to you, and a messenger from spirit. Align with the light, and you will start to recognize that all is working together harmoniously in ways the eye can't always see and the mind can't always comprehend. Pay attention to how things come together, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. So I definitely think that this is about just like seeing the higher purpose behind things. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from you guys. It's like, especially with that justice energy, it's like, it feels that you guys need to be doing a job where you can feel, you know, spiritually ignited. Do you know what I mean? Like being able to advocate for a cause that's going to really help the greater good, or work for a cause that's going to help the greater good, or work, even if it's not about like that specifically, it could even just be about like if you're working in an environment or for a company or a brand or something, it's like you have to feel like whatever you're contributing is going to help the bigger, greater outcome for the business or for the company you're working for. Does that make sense? Definitely very like fast-paced type of vibes, you guys. Definitely getting a lot of collaborative teamwork, revolutionary justice energy from you guys. So let me know which pieces of this resonated with you specifically in the comments below. I'm really curious, and hopefully it was helpful. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey there, group number 4. So if you chose the Aqua Obsidian, one of my fave crystals, let's go ahead and see what type of career or job might be the best suited for you. So starting with your tarot messages, we have the High Priestess and the Star. You guys have very magical energy. So when I think of the High Priestess and the Star together, I'm getting a very healing energy from this. I feel like with the High Priestess, a lot of times when I see this card, I think of like psychic, empath, I think of spirituality, I think of spiritual advisor, or even I'm getting kind of like management or leadership vibes or like mentor vibes, you know, because the High Priestess has a lot of knowledge. This is somebody who has all of the answers there in her little laptop, or in the traditional tarot in her little book, right? Her scroll. So I definitely could see you guys thriving really well in a space where like you can mentor people or advise people, or be able to like use the hidden knowledge, quote unquote, that you have to help people heal or to inspire others or to help them. I mean, recover is the same thing as heal, but you guys kind of get the point of what I'm saying. It's like healing energy, but also helping to inspire others. And with the Star too, I almost can get a vibe that maybe some of you would do well being like in the limelight in some cases. So we have the Child, Nature, and then we have the Queen. Yeah, so with the Queen energy, this is all about that regal, like divine feminine, you know, being in a position of authority. So I definitely see you guys as being somebody who is like in charge of something in some way. So again, whether that's like teaching or whether that is like mentoring, managing, or advising in some way, you guys are really being called to leadership type of positions, being able to be someone who's qualified enough and knowledgeable enough to be in charge and to help people get things done, okay? Child of Nature, this talks about friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits. So this is, again, like a very spiritual card. So for some of you guys, maybe even doing a job where you can be in nature, working with animals is coming through. Maybe you guys are very empathic and have special relationships with animals where you can really understand intuitively what they're needing, and even also working with children as well, like teaching keeps coming through. As I say that, we get study. Let my mind be clear and strong. Let me study well and long. Okay. And we have Harmony. As I create, I will share. Harmony divine with love and care. This is making me think of like creating messages and putting them out to people with that Star and kind of being in that, you know, leadership or in the spotlight type of energy for some of you. I do think that you guys are being called to be working in places where you can create a sense of harmony for other people, helping other people through the knowledge that you have, helping situations or helping places that maybe have gone through tough or trying times. Maybe you guys are like, if you're thinking of businesses, maybe going in and being some sort of like a consultant, someone that has a lot of knowledge that can help repair maybe a business that's broken down or a situation that's broken down, that type of vibe. Bringing things back into flow. And then with the study, I do feel like you guys would do well in a job where you can continuously be expanding your knowledge, because with that High Priestess energy, it is very much like about having all of this hidden knowledge, right? Having all the answers. And I think that you guys are probably wanting to always expand on that knowledge. So I think being in some sort of a field where you can continue to learn and develop yourself and grow is going to be really important. This can also have to do again with teaching and having students as well. Ooh, so we have Pluto and Venus. So with Pluto, you guys, Pluto is, you know, the teeniest planet, the planet that's furthest away from us. And it's also a very cold planet, and it's also very dark. You know what I mean? Whenever Pluto is coming back around, it's usually like about to reveal something that's been hidden or reveal something that's been in the dark. So what I would take from this is that you guys, again, would be, you guys are the type of person that whatever job you're doing, you're going to be able to bring to light what has been hidden through the knowledge you have, through the spiritual gifts that you have. I'm really getting like very spiritual vibes from this, of like almost helping people to do like shadow work or to dig deeper. Maybe even therapy would be something, like therapists or counselors or something like that. Because when I think of Pluto, it's all about like finding the hidden secret, or, you know, what's below the surface that needs to come up and be revealed. And we have Venus here, which is all about love, love and comfort. And so again, I think that whatever you guys are doing, you would have to feel very like guided by your, not only the intellectual piece that I'm picking up on here, but I do feel like you would have to be able to be working somewhere where you could feel that you really, really love what you were doing, that it really resonated with your heart space as well. We have the squirrel spirit. Believe in yourself. Okay. The skunk spirit. Know your worth. So with both of these cards, you guys, I'm just getting very like healing vibes. You know what I mean? Like, know your worth, believe in yourself. It feels very much like you guys would be kind of showing people, or showing, you know, wherever it is that you're working, like what the value is that they bring to the table. Like, you're that person that knows how to dredge up that stuff that's maybe holding people back or holding a situation back, and be able to help heal it. You know, believe in yourself. This really talks about like kind of the same thing as the skunk, knowing your worth, helping people with their self-esteem. So I think like any sort of path where you can be doing those things, helping uplift others, helping others on their healing journey, is going to work amazingly well for you. And I think the message of inspiration is coming through as well to you guys, where it's like, you know, if you've resonated with the message of like teaching or guiding others, it's like, you know, sometimes when you're guiding other people or mentoring other people, you do have to be kind of like a cheerleader, like a coach to them. You know what I mean? And I'm getting very coach, like cheerleady type of vibes from this. Like, uplifting people is what's really coming through strong. So it's pretty cool, pile 4. Let me know. I'd definitely be curious to hear what bits of this message resonated with you. Let me know in the comments below. Hopefully it was helpful, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.